videos. Salute to the whole entire LDBC, basketball and boxing. And salute to all the people that continue to rock with me. And if you don't, hey, that's cool too, man. Salute to you too. Now, I want to talk about Austin Reaves. I've been talking about Austin Reaves ever since he came in. The one knock that has been on Austin Reaves has always been his defense. Um, a lot of people didn't take Austin Reeves seriously when he first came in. Okay, uh, situation in many people's eyes, a lot of people feel that Austin Reeves is being set up to. Austin Reeves is put in a position right now where he can actually succeed. Okay, and I'm gonna explain why. Now, Austin Reeves right now, in my humble opinion, man, okay, might get some pushback. I really don't care. This is just from what I see. Austin Reeves is the second option, not LeBron. Okay, not LeBron. Not and especially not when it comes to scoring. Okay, and I'm gonna explain those. We got to put some numbers by it too. I'm not just saying that just to be saying that, but it's just what I see and his progression. Also, Austin Reeves is on pace to be an All Star this season. The way that he's been playing, and I have my reasons for that too. One could argue he could have he could have possibly have been an All Star last year. Okay, and I'll explain why too as well. Okay, but first off, Austin Reeves, man, for his since he's been in the league, okay, uh, Austin Reeves, his scoring has went up every single season. Okay, like I said, he's been in the season. He's been in the league 5 years, and every single season he has gotten better. He hasn't digressed. He's gotten better. His first year he was at 7.3 points. Second year he made a big jump to 13 points. Uh, third uh, third year he was at 15.9 points. Fourth year, he was at 20.2 points. And, of course, this year, he's at 35.8 points. Now, here's the thing that stands out most to me, too. Austin Reeves doesn't duck smoke. Now, he might have an injury or something like that, but you best believe he's going to come back because Austin Reeves has never played less than 60 games. Okay, he's always been there. Austin Reeves, he played 61 games. Year two, he played 64 games. Year three, he played 82 games, all 82 games. Okay, and then last year he played 73 games. Now he's played all the games thus far with the Lakers. Now another thing is, man, when it comes to Austin Reeves and his shooting percentage, man, y'all guys aren't looking at this guy's shooting percentage, right? He's at his first he shot, and next year he's at 42%. Okay, he's a overall 86.4% free throw shooter, and on top of that, I think if I'm not mistaken, overall for his career, he's shooting like well over 48% from field goal range. This guy deserves an All Star nod. The thing that I look at too, Austin Reeves has a lot of ability. You really won't know that ability because it's so dominated by having or by having LeBron on the floor. Okay, so you're gonna quite naturally you're not gonna really pay attention to anybody but except two players. But me, I haven't been doing that. I've been to pay attention to Austin Reeves, especially when guys like Luca ain't there and guys like LeBron ain't there. He has a chance to literally flourish and show what he can do. And right now, the only thing left to improve for Austin Reeves is, of course, his defense, which I heavily critical. But I've taken Austin Reeves. I've probably been the only one that has actually defended Austin Reeves. There was a lot of people saying that, Austin Reeves ain't it. He can't do this. He can't do that. Austin Reeves is really showing his work now. The previous game, yeah, they did. But look at Austin Reeves, and I hate to do this, man, and look at Bronny James. Okay? I mean, we just have to, we just got to call it what it is. He's been given the green light right now, and look what he's doing. He's taking full advantage of that and using his capabilities to do that. Now, here's the thing, right? What's up, Alex? I see you in the better, man. Gonna get to the Warriors in just a second, man. Here's the thing about Austin Reeves that is can be scary too. He hadn't even played his best basketball yet. I mean, now look, am I saying that Austin Reeves every single night he gonna put up 51? No, that's not what I'm saying. However, what I am saying is him being the second option and him getting the All Star nod is only gonna increase and boost his confidence, and not only boost his confidence, it's gonna help him flourish more than anything. Uh, they already are coming at Austin Reeves. They were coming at him like the last couple of seasons about his defense. If he can just be somewhat of a solid defender, I'm talking about like if he can be a good help defender, that's gonna just help his game even more. I would like to see because there have been times when Austin Reeves has taken big shots, made big shots, wasn't afraid under pressure. Another thing that stands out to me about Austin Reeves is that he doesn't duck any smoke, man. He doesn't duck any smoke. That's why, like when you look at these statistics, and more importantly, you look at the games played. I look at stuff like that, man. I look at stuff like that. He's not sitting there, trying to duck any smoke, man. He's showing up for work. He's got his lunch pail. He got his hard hat on. You know what I'm saying? He might be the only one that is on that roster that can get you more than 30 points. He's got the confidence. He's got everything, man. Now all he has to do is go throughout this season and be consistent. That's all he has to do. Right now, this is only just helping him because he don't have to look. He don't have LeBron crowding his space. He doesn't have Luca crowding his space. Now he has the freedom to do whatever he needs to do. Now LeBron and Luca can both see because they already know what Austin Reeves can do. It's just about ego. And look, I know people don't really want to talk about this, but I'm going to say it. Luca has a tendency to sometimes to hog the rock. Y'all don't want to talk about that, but it's the truth. He has a tendency to hog the rock sometimes. Hold on one second, y'all. Sorry about that. Nah, but nobody wants to talk about that. They don't want to talk about how Luka tends to turn the ball over. They don't want to talk about those things. But I'm here to talk about those things. If you're gonna criticize Austin Reeves, if you're gonna criticize him and what he's doing, but this dude is showing up. He's rarely hurt, stuff like that. Criticize Luka in that regards too. And like I said, it's not a knock to Luka or anything like that. But everybody wants to say they don't want to give Austin Reeves his credit just because he's a little shabby on defense. But I'm put you like this: he's showing what a Mamba mentality is all about. You know what I'm saying? I know some people might get offended, all the Kobe fans. I'm a Kobe fan myself, but the thing about it is he's showing like he's committed. He is a true Laker. He's not backing down. He's not ducking no smoke, man. And it's just something about him. I can see Austin Reeves getting better. He's still young, man. Now, um, I don't even think he's 25 yet. I could be wrong. I don't even think he's 25 yet. But this dude is legit. Like I said, uh, this dude right now, he's averaging 35.8 for this season, shooting 42% from the three, man. Um, like, it's only, a couple games they don't have Luka, they don't have LeBron. And see, I don't want Austin Reeves when Luka comes back and when LeBron back, to you, Steven, you said salute each of Reeves better. Yeah, salute. He gets better every single season. From averaging 7.3 points per game, Steven, all the way up to 35.8 points per game. Okay, this season. Just had a career high of 51, you know what I'm saying? Then, the night before that, he'll put up 41. This guy is going on scoring explosion. I know people going to talk about, well, if you would have made a rule change, all this other stuff, which I mean, it could be true, but Austin Reeves was still good for a dub last season. Everybody act like he didn't average 20 points last season. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy has shown capabilities too. Throughout the season, the season before that, you saw, okay, this guy can really hoop, but he's still getting criticized. Everybody, oh, he think he the white Kobe or anything like that. Look, let's stop all this nonsense, okay? There's not gonna be another Kobe Bryant. There ain't gonna be no white Kobe Bryant, no black Kobe Bryant. You know what I'm saying? No Indonesian Kobe Bryant. Ain't gonna be none of that. You said, "Wow, I'm afraid when LeBron comes back, uh, we'll limit that. Will that limit Reeves' game?" Yeah. Well, that's what I was just saying, Stephen. What Austin Reeves got to continue to do, he got to continue to be himself. And plus, they're moving on from LeBron. He like Austin Reeves is the one that's younger. Austin Reeves is the one that has the upside. It's not LeBron. It's not anybody else on that team right there. And Austin Reeves is the guy that can get it. He can get you buckets when you really need it. He's not afraid to take those shots under pressure. That's what I also noticed about him. He's made key plays down the stretch. If you go back and you go look at some of Austin Reeves, just go on YouTube and look and everything. Go look at past games. You'll see that Austin Reeves never ever backed down from any smoke, and that's what I appreciate. Even if he might have made a few mistakes, you got to respect him for having that heart and going out there and that will to play. You know what I'm saying, and be able to perform. But Austin Reeves, man, he is legit. I think he's on pace to make the All Star team, and I think that is the second. You said, do you think his defense need to step up? Yeah, but that's what I was just saying. I said that at the beginning of the video, Stephen. He has to step up his defense. I've been saying that. Look, everybody's not going to be defense, but everybody's not going to be a great on ball defender. You know, a one on one defender. Great help defender, and like Larry Bird was. You know, as long as you try, you know what I'm saying. He when you look at his, I guess you could say his agility, so to speak, on defense. You don't see a guy that can shut anybody down. I don't see that in Austin Reeves. I see that he tries very hard and everything. If you notice, Austin Reeves does tend to get burnt a lot. If he can do that, that's the same thing with Luca too. Luca, when he played under Kid, he did step up his defense. Now he wasn't no good lockdown defender or nothing like that, but he got better with his commitment to if he just up his defense, that's gonna make the game even better, man. It's time to give Austin Reeves his credit, man. I know y'all look at this guy as being cheesy. A lot of people don't take him seriously. I never looked at Austin Reeves like that. I mean, this dude done came down dunking on people, man. You know what I'm saying? Like finishing and dunking, man. Like and I know that it's more than just dunking, but he done some plays that have surprised me. And then when he put up 51, I'm not gonna say that I was surprised because Austin Reeves is a scorer. He's a scorer, man. He has a knack to want to score the ball. So yes, he does need to. He just step up his defense, man. He needs to step up his defense. But yes, Green, I'm definitely gonna talk about what you talked about, Wallace. We definitely gonna talk about that. You know what I'm saying? If you notice, I have my Carolina blue on today, and I'm not even a Carolina fan. I'm a Duke fan, but yes, we gonna cook on Rasheed. Even later, you know. But trust me, I have not forgot. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna talk about that. But to get back to Austin Reeves, yes, he's playing like an all star. I know it's only 4 or 5 games. Some teams have played 4 games. Some teams have played five. Like I think OKC have played 5 games, but it's early in the season. But if we're gonna talk about MVP considerations, we're gonna talk about hottest teams in the league, stuff like that. Hey, we gotta talk about them all, and Austin Reeves deserves his credit. Now, if he was like actually getting wins, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, let's say he got the win against, I think it was the Raptors. Man, this dude, we would be talking about okay, if he could get a couple more wins by himself with Luka and LeBron, and he's playing with just Aiden and Rui and all them. Man, then you gotta wonder if he could be an early MVP discussion. You know what I'm saying? But that's I think the NBA Cup. That's just more chances of guys getting hurt. That's just more chances of guys getting hurt, man. I think they need to do away with that stupid NBA Cup, man. Like just in my opinion, man. I don't want to do no NBA Cup. I'm barely starting to get accustomed to having to play in. So yeah, but hey, if he steps up his defense, man, Austin Reeves can definitely be legit. Uh, but yeah, he does need to be that second option. But see, people are gonna see. People are gonna see. They're gonna be like, okay, LeBron gonna come back. Next thing you know, he probably gonna disrupt the flow. Hold on 1 minute. when LeBron comes back, he probably gonna disrupt the flow. Luka, I'm not gonna say he's gonna disrupt anything, but of course that's shots that he's gonna take away from Austin Reaves. You know, because Luka needs to shoot. You know what I'm saying? He needs to shoot the ball. I'm saying he wants to shoot the ball. He has to have the ball. He has to shoot. You know what I'm saying? If Luka, it as good as Luka is and as great as Luka is, I don't think Luka can dominate without scoring the ball. That's just what I think. Can Luka dominate a game without scoring the basketball? Yes, he gets assists and he gets rebounding. He's out rebounding what's his name? Aiden. But can you have a game where, okay, let's say you only get like 15 points or shit. But okay, you could get like 15 assists. And then okay, you talk about rebounding and stuff like that. Okay, get you like 12 rebounds. And then do some stuff on defense. Luka can't do that. And I want to let you know, I fuck with Luka, but can you dominate a game without scoring? So it's like you need to score the ball. You gotta shoot three. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. And me myself personally, I don't think that Luka is able to do that. Now, if he's scoring, if then okay, then he'll be able to rebound. Then he'll be able to get his assists. Things of that nature. But he gotta have the ball, man. And on top of that, he got a high usage rate too. He got a high usage rate. Luka does. It's through the roof. All right. So now the Warriors. I'm gonna talk about the Warriors. The Warriors are red hot right now, man. They 4-1. Uh, what they're the third third best team in the West. They're behind OKC and they're behind the Spurs. Okay, because OKC is sitting at the top, then followed by the Spurs. Then of course it's the Warriors. The Warriors' chemistry has really evolved. Kaminga, like I said, I'm watching how this plays out. But and Curry and Butler. I mean, these guys right here, and then okay, all the other guys on there, Moody and Draymond. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's on there, Post, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Even Gary Payton the third. You know what I'm saying? I think that they can be legit. I was rooting for the Warriors last year. I was rooting for them last year, man, because I felt like Jimmy Buckets was a good fit for what they were trying to do. My concern with the Warriors, the only thing that is my concern with the Warriors is injury. Now, of course, they blew the brakes off the Clippers. I don't know what's going on with the Clippers. It's like the Clippers, man, been getting blown out. You know what I'm saying? But they ended up beating the Clippers last night. Great win for them. You know, uh, these guys are start. Of course they got Buddy Hield. They got a nice little new. I could say, like a new generational type of feel that's going on because eventually they're gonna have to move on from Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? Not just yet. Steph Curry can still play this game. Steph Curry can still get you buckets. Steph Curry at times can be a legit MVP candidate. I don't know if I'm quite ready to put him up there yet. I mean, he had what 35. He had a 35-point explosion. Um, but I think last night he had 19. I think it was. I think he had 19, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm not quite ready to put him as an MVP just yet because they got multiple guys that are getting it done. Hell, Kuminga been hooping. I thought Kuminga was gonna come in disgruntled, um, trying to do everything that he can to hurry up and get up out of here. You know, by the deadline, everything like that. But he's rolling with the punches, and you gotta like that. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't let it bother him. He hasn't let it affect him at all. You know, but the Warriors, I think, can be legit. Now they just got to show that. I mean, they beat the Clippers. It seemed like everybody been beating the Clippers. You know what I'm saying? Now they just got to continue to beat other teams. But hey, I ain't going to sleep on no Warriors. Yeah, man, one thing I'm not going to do. I'm not going to go to sleep on Steph Curry. I'm not going to go to sleep on Jimmy Butler. You know what I'm saying? These are two bona fide future Hall of Famers. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Jimmy Butler is a future Hall of Famer. Okay? You say what you want about him. Jimmy Butler's impact has been felt with the Warriors. Okay? They're 4-1. They're 4-1. Damn good record. Everybody talks about, oh, it's still early in the season, things change, injuries happen, all this other stuff. That's the truth. I agree with that. However, here's the thing: if they was 1-4, guess what? They would be talking shit about them. See, you got to think about it. They were struggling in the season last season. They were struggling earlier in the season last season. You know what I'm saying? It's just like what I was talking about with the Sixers. Everybody, oh yeah, or oh man, it's still early in the season. But see, if we was 0-4, everybody would be talking shit. Oh, they not legit or anything like that. But then when we play somebody, when we play, you know what I'm saying, and we winning, oh, y'all ain't played nobody. Play and need to go. But the question is, Reaves going to be a Laker for life? I could see him being a Laker for life. You know, LeBron don't have he don't he's about to he's on his way out. He's on his way out. You know what I'm saying? And but I know why you're asking that question, though, Steven, because you could see Austin Reaves wanting to go to his other team. You know, like if he has a good year this year, like a dynamic year, like he's already starting off, of course he's gonna want some money. You know, he gonna want to get paid, you know what I'm saying? And if somebody else is throwing a bag at him and they're saying, okay, you got the keys to the organization, like let's say if I'm trying to think of a bad team right now. Like let's say trying to think of a really messed up team right now. Like let's say Brooklyn or something like that, and they got Michael Porter Jr. But let's say Brooklyn threw some money at him. You said you see Luka in better shape. Obviously, he's not in better shape. Obviously not. I mean, look, I like Luka, whatever, man, but come on, man, you starting off getting hurt. That's the reason why. Listen, that's the reason why you got your ass in shape in the first place. You already starting off. You got a lower leg contusion. That's what, man. That's what MJ was talking about yesterday, Steven. That's what MJ was talking about, man. Like, man, look, tape that shit up, man. Oh, my finger. Oh, my pinky toe. Come on, Steven. Like you lost weight for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It was to take that stress off of your lower extremities. Now you're talking about you got a lower contusion, and I think if I'm not mistaken, a contusion ain't nothing but like a bruise. That's all it is, man. Come on, man. Like, man, ice that shit up, man, and get back on there, man. Shit. Everybody talk about, oh, he in better shape. Hey, Zion out there. Zion out there. You said you picking the Warriors to win the finals. I don't know about that. Can they beat OKC? Can they beat? Can they even beat the Spurs right now? That's the question. Let's see if they can beat the Spurs. You know what I'm saying? We got to talk about the Spurs. They're undefeated right now. Let's talk about that, man. That's the question. Can they beat any of the hard hitters before we can say that? And I'm talking about later on in the year with everything that we went through. We done went through the cup, you know what I'm saying? We getting back to All-Star break. It's getting down to the wire, all that. Let's see how it pans out then with everything that they might have going on. You know, injuries happen. You got injury prone players. You know, that's my guy and everything, but he's known to be injury prone. So is Draymond Green. He's known to be injury prone. You know, we gotta look at that. I like the addition of I don't give a fuck how Horford is. You know, it's still beneficial to a team. He a champion. He's got experience and he's committed. He don't do a whole bunch of complaining. But nah, I don't know. We'll have to see. You taking it far. Have you seen OKC play this season? You know what I'm saying? Have you seen some of these teams that are in the East playing? Because we got I think the Pistons and the Magic, they're playing right now. You know what I'm saying? The Cavs playing too. I'm not ready to go, but you know they are one of the top teams in the West. They number three. Listen? I'm not saying you said Steph is a Hall of Famer. Of course he is. Yeah, Steph, in my opinion, best in this generation. Yes, I said it. He's been the better player out of him and LeBron in his generation. I'm That's just my opinion. He listen, Steph Curry, man, has been boner like he's been really, you know what I'm saying? Like I go back to the championship. What's up, Cheyenne? I see you in a minute. Yeah, we talking about the Warriors. I listen. This is the thing, right? Y'all don't know. I really I mess with the Warriors. I know guys that do work like my guy Hendo. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Hendo, Detroit over there. You know what I'm saying? He fucked with the Warriors. You know, my Warriors fans over here, like Cheyenne, Alex. You know what I'm saying? Couple others. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, I like Steph Curry's resilience. When he came back, when they won that title in 2022, I think it was. When they won that title, he was faced with so much. He had the off the court situation that, you know what I'm saying? He won 100%. Clay wasn't the same, who is my favorite player on the Warriors before he left. Okay, you know things weren't really looking too good for Draymond. They had a whole bunch of stuff that was going, but they was able to come back and still win a championship. And he went on a slump when he got that 3-point record. He because he got a 3-point record when he was in New York, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's when he got the all time 3-point record. He had been in a slump. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, oh, yeah, talk about this person, they talk about that person. Nah, listen, I fuck with Steph. Oh, he don't play no defense. Man, listen, a lot of motherfuckers that don't play defense. You know what I'm saying? But I guarantee you, if Steph Curry, like I told you, I always use the analogy, if these dudes were to walk into the gym and y'all playing pickup ball, are you gonna pick his ass up? You ain't gonna say, "Oh yeah, he ain't got no defense." Nah, you gonna see Steph just light your ass up. You can give a damn hell less about defense. Somebody else gonna take care of that. And besides, that's not Steph Curry's role. That's another thing too. I I just respect him for just playing respectable defense. You know what I'm saying? You got guys like Draymond on that. Man, that was the Warriors' calling card, was their defense. If you really want to go back, you know what I'm saying, to the 2010s and shit, it wasn't just about the Splash Brothers. It was about them being committed in terms of excellence for their defense. That's what I really like the Warriors for. You know what I'm saying? Like, people wonder why, oh man, why you like Draymond? Yeah, I like Draymond's intensity. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't like him. Draymond's one of them guys, you either love him or you hate him. You know what I'm saying? You either like him or you don't. You know what I'm saying? Does he do stupid shit? Absolutely. Do a lot of shit I don't agree with? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? No pain in here. I see you in here. Salute to you. But the Warriors are legit, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that they gonna win the title. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going that far. It's still early. But you got to give them credit. I mean, shit, they make the Clippers. Shout out to my guy Pull Up Podcast with BJ. Go sub to his channel. But man, they making the Clippers look old and slow, man. And they're one of the older teams in the league. The Warriors are. I mean, people forget, man. Steph Curry. People act like Steph Curry is 25. Do people forget that Steph Curry is 37? This dude 37 years old. 3 years he gonna be 40. You know what I'm saying? Still out there hooping. Still out there doing it. Still can give you buckets. Don't cry, don't complain. Don't be low managing like MJ was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Don't find no excuses talking about some sciatica and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? But you at the World Series. You over there at the World Series with Savannah. You know what I'm saying? You over there cutting niggas' hair on live and shit. You know what I'm saying? Kyle Sanat hair and shit. You say Golden State got a young bench, and it showed last night against the Clippers. Yeah, exactly. They got a whole bunch of guys on there, man. I mean, shoot, man. Y'all have. I think the only question is the size, but other than that, y'all got athleticism. They got speed. You know what I'm saying? They got toughness. You know what I'm saying? They still got Draymond on there. You got Draymond up there punking Jaren Jackson Jr. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to see how they panned out against Memphis. I wanted to see Memphis really, go at them like that. But in the end, they couldn't hang with them. And plus, this is another thing, Cheyenne. Y'all have been battle tested. Last season, that was a good test for y'all. A lot of people, I was one of them. I ain't gonna lie, I was on the hype train. You remember, if you paid attention, you know what I'm saying, I do my little off season, you know what I'm saying. I was low managing on YouTube, you know what I'm saying. I was low managing, you know what I'm saying. But now I'm back into the swing of things. But I was one of the ones that was sitting up here saying that the Warriors was could possibly get a title with Jimmy Buckets. I was one of them guys, you know what I'm saying? Hit that like. Let's get the likes up, man. I'm trying to get back into the algorithm. Y'all don't want y'all boy in the algorithm. They not sending my notifications out. They not doing none of that. If y'all don't want to see straight to the point, you know what I'm saying, then don't hit a like for your boy, man. But come on, give me something, man. I ain't even put my Cash App in the comment section. But it's straight to the point, 77 if you want to $, straight to the point, 77. is the Cash App, man. But man, get your boy a like or something. You know? But yeah, like I said, I was one of the ones that I was one of the ones. You funny, no man, no pain. I know what you be doing, man. I know, man. No, he got two up on me right now, man. I know he ready for that Mayweather and that Pac. I was one this Golden State Warriors and Jimmy Buckets. Huh, I know, man. I know, man. I know. But man, let me go ahead and get up out of here, man. Like, share, subscribe, hit them notifications too. Straight to the point, sports and entertainment. Shouts out to the whole LDBC, basketball, boxing. Hit the like for your boy, man. Hit the like. Till then, man, I'm out, y'all.